ready for another month of how do they feel about you and what will happen next. Now, for any of you that is new to my channel, this is a cross watchers read. So you go to their sign, not your sign, unless you just want to hear about yourself. But go to their sign, all right? And you will find out how they feel. You can also get your own personal reading if you email me. I have same day phone readings and I also have video readings and one-to-one spiritual life coaching sessions. So let's tap in. Starting with if you if you are with an Aries, how do they feel about you? Now, this Aries can feel a little taken back by you. They actually want to be near you more, you know. When it comes to this Aries, baby, to be honest, I feel so much attraction, and I'm talking about like a lot of sexual attraction too. If you are dating an Aries, it's like they want to see you. If you made love to this Aries, they want more of you. And they feel a little tutorial over you. And it's been a while since they had someone in their life. So this Aries could have been either celibate prior to meeting you or just taken back by this whole dating generation and put a pause on their love life. So if you want to know, the Aries really, really likes you. This Aries possibly even watches tarot because they don't want to jump to conclusions about you. Because this Aries, when they like you, they like you. And if they choose you, they choose you. And you better choose them back. That's who this Aries is. That's how they feel about you. All right. But I want to tell you too, if you have an open situation with an Aries, and an open situation just means like there's no title. I don't feel a title on this connection with an Aries. Just know that they're about to have a season where they're about to get a lot of people that is coming towards them, whether they know this or not. They're gonna want to keep you close, but if you didn't nab this Aries up, just expect for other people to be trying to get their attention and being all over their body, because this Aries have been taking really good care of themselves lately. You know, they could be in a higher frequency. You know, they can consider themselves to be a high value woman, a high value man. So they stay in that frequency and they can meet other people that are highly attracted to them. So that's how this Aries feels about you. They may even want you to do more. Like, baby, when you gonna put in more effort? Like, I want to be around you. They may play that part down, but they want you to put more effort. They want to be around you. Look, the first card I pulled out is Six of Cups. They're happy that they met you. But baby, you got it, honey. Whoever you are, like, look, ooh, the devil, honey. That's that temptation, baby. You are temptation to this Aries, honey. You look good and you smell good, honey. That's a good combination to have, to look good and smell good. But yeah, they definitely feel like you are the ticket. But once again, it's important for you to know that Spirit feels Aries can be in a position where, and the Aries needs to know this themselves. They can have anybody they want right now. They just have it like that in this energy, this aura that they're bringing forth. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles, and that's another thing too. So this Aries is single. The thing that they like about you, they may feel like you match them and you get them. Nine of Pentacles means that you seem single. You're about your money. And you're vibrating on the same frequency. They may feel that way about you. They may look at you as like a high value man, a high value woman. So in their eyes, they see a lot with you. One thing about this Aries, they're not going to throw themselves at you. They're not going to beg, but you are a desire for this Aries, all right? And the next thing, they want to spend more time with you. And you both can have a vehicle to success. Like, you both could be doing good or looking for more ways to make money in your life, all right? See, it says I have too many options. I really feel like this Aries will have other option. However, they feel like you will be the best choice for them. And they may wonder if you have other options as well. They may wonder that about you. You know? And once again, it shows it here and it shows it here. So it's just extra validation that you both are single. You both are single. And then it says healing from a past situation. So like I said, prior to you meeting this Aries, you'll see that if they feel good to be true, they've been really working on themselves and they just freed themselves from like a toxic cycle. All right. And they definitely downplay how they feel about you because they do not want to get hurt. You know? You do a good job investing in them. That's one thing that they like about you. That's why they see you as like a high value woman, a high value man. It's like you add value to their life and they are capable of doing the same thing. So let me see. Should I do this? I'm going to try one time. This is just a... what's going on in this Aries life? What's going on in this Aries life? Let me make it. Yeah, they're overcoming losses. They may even feel like you're not putting in enough work and they don't know if they should wait on you or just grieve you. So that's what I see for the Aries. They really like you. They like whatever you brought towards them. It's like they can feel like you're emotionally unavailable or you're detached. So they can be spending more of their time investing in on themselves if they're a business owner, or they could be planning for the future. I just see them investing in themselves. And I hear like wise man or wise counsel. They can be speaking to people to help them and, you know, help them especially go in the new direction that they're going in their life. They give me focused. This Aries is really focused and paying attention to the signs and synchronicities that their spirit guides is giving them. They seem humble and just patient to see what's going to happen. You know, just like period, like with you, but also in whatever else they're doing in their life. When it comes to you, cross watcher, what you got going on? You're making sacrifices. You don't seem happy. Like, you just don't seem like you're in a happy place right now, you know? You're not giving up on the Aries. You may just feel like you don't have as much space to give to them as much as they would want because you have a lot going on. Like, there can be some level of chaos going on in your life and you're fighting. You do like this Aries. You're trying to get your life into order. You're trying to cut unnecessary drama or nonsense out of your life. You're making space for so much more. And you do view the Aries as a queen, so that's good. You guys could be getting freaky to each other. You guys can both be sensual lovers. So let's see. Wait, where are we? This is the first week of June, right? This is the first week of June. This is the first week of June. The second week. I'm not going to do it like that. Damn. It's too late. So the first week of June with you guys, it shows embracing each other. You guys can be going out. You guys can be learning each other. You guys could be going out for coffee dates or out to eat. I just see you, cross watcher, making time to be with the Aries. You give me a big protective energy, so you could feel very protective over the Aries. They can love that. They can like your maturity and the way that you the way that you protect them. The second week of June, Aries can bring up to you, like, what are we doing with this? It might make you uncomfortable, but they may confront you about you guys being more than just friends. And you may feel like, what do you feel like? You need more time to see if this can work, or you just need more time to get yourself together. But in the second week, Aries is going to be trying to see, where is this connection going? And do you even want more? And then in the third week, it shows shine. It looks good. Like you guys, you could come up with a solution that you guys are going to be investing in each other, because it shows nurture. The third week, Aries could be cooking for you. They're going to be at their prettiest or their most handsomest. They're investing in themselves. They could be more intuitive and investing in you. You could be investing in them. I just see you guys around each other. And then it shows love. All right. Wow. 2 cards of love. So there's a huge chance that this has potential for you to actually come together. I just see a level of you being more protective of them and them being very nurturing and loving to you. So there's a big chance that this situation works out. All right. And if you guys have the hype up button, then select the hype up button if this video resonates with you. Press the like, share. Who's next? If you are with a Taurus, the Taurus been looking at signs and synchronicities. I don't know why. This Taurus feels paranoid about you, and they could be going through a lot mentally. This could be like signs of exhaustion. This Taurus is like exhausted. They feel paranoid. They have one foot in and one foot out. A part of you makes them excited. The next part of you makes them scared. And then they question themselves on whether they're even ready for commitment. I would say that this Taurus really needs to look into their mental health, because they seem very scattered. Like, they just seem very scattered. If you're with a Taurus and things, it's like you could be on the outside trying to figure out what's going on with them, and their energy is all over the place. Whatever they're going through, it's within themselves, and it has nothing to do with you. So I will honestly say that if there is a delay in a connection with the Taurus, you need to be thankful. It's almost like any delays or any inconsistency is actually like divine protection. It could be a Taurus who's fighting for themselves right now. Like, they got a lot going on. And honestly, I really feel like mental health has a lot to play with it, because there's a lot of tricks that their mind is playing on them. Like, one minute they're scared, they're afraid to be used. They don't know if you even trust them. And then you guys have fun, and then it gets weird again. They have like paranoia, racing thoughts, anxiety. Do I leave? Do I stay? It's just all over the place. This Taurus doesn't seem like they are stable within themselves to sustain a relationship in a healthy way. So whether you're in a relationship with them, whether you're looking for guidance to help this Taurus, just understand that like they may need some support. You know? That's what I see. Like, I see whatever you're going through with a Taurus has nothing to do with you, so you can't take it personal. It's something that's going on within them. So how do they feel about you? It's just all over the place. They're fighting for themselves, so they may not have that much energy or time to invest in you. And if you're with a Taurus, they may shut down a lot. And you may wonder, like, what's going on the inside of them? And they can be fearing the worst, like fearing the worst. Like they would rather stay in their comfort zone. Maybe getting close to you is terrifying for them because they may have not dealt with some parts within their own self yet. So they could be scared. I wonder how I make you feel. I wonder if I'm living up to your expectations. I wonder if you care. I wonder what this means, what that means. They may twist the stories. They may look for evidence that they're right, that a good person is hard to find. It's all about fear and like a self-fulfilling prophecy. So you give me you're stable. You've been hurt before, but you may not have the same defense mechanisms as this Taurus. So yeah, look, 7 of Wands. Someone who's trying to protect themselves. It's like internally they're at war, and it's all about you getting close to them. This could be a Taurus that is struggling with their own self, and they don't know how to receive you. They could be judging you wrong with judgment. They could be judging you wrong. They could be pushing you away. They could be pouring from an empty cup. They need sleep. They need to take care of themselves, and they need help deep down inside, because whatever they're going through with you has nothing to do with you. It's like you're looking for a way in, and they could be terrified, traumatized, thinking you're sneaky, thinking that you have some type of like something that you're trying to do to them, and there's no evidence of it. There's none. So they get distant, because the reality with this Taurus, it's safer for them to be by themselves. At least that way they don't have to pretend that they're not scared. It's like they need evidence that you are true or you are who you say you are. They're not willing to take the risk to see if you're healthy, if you will make them happy. They're, or if a relationship will work. They're like a fearful avoidant. They push people away, whether they're good or bad, because that's all they know is like trauma. All right. So their judgment of you is off because their heart is in grief and their mental health is not okay. So, and it's sad because deep down inside, they would want to be with someone. They do like your lips. They find you very sweet and thoughtful, but if their actions, look, they're looking for marriage. If their actions are the opposite of what they're looking for, this is what spiritual alignment means. Some people are not in alignment with what they want because they have limiting beliefs and unhealed parts of them that sabotage what they really, really want. So you're working with somebody that has a lot of grief and operates from fear, and they sabotage. And at times they may even manipulate to get their way when they could just simply call you or have a conversation about what they want. So if you're going through that, it's important for you to know where they are within themselves. So what will be going on with this Taurus, or if you meet a Taurus, this person really think you're gonna hurt them. Like they are mortified of you. Look, see, suffering. They're suffering in silence about their wishes and desires. They're hurting. They're just going through a lot, and they have big dreams too. It's like their intentions are good. So their intentions are good. They're a really good person, but they sabotage things because of their unhealed wounds that they may project onto you. All right. and paranoia. When it comes to you, some of you you're a really good parent. You need to know that, cross watcher. You're a really good parent if you have children, or you've been doing a really good job taking care of yourself. For you, it shows communication. Yeah, it's like you want this, Taurus. You could be waiting for more communication. I just see you focusing on yourself. You could feel a connection between them. And this shows you taking like authority over your life. I feel like you could have healed from a lot. So if you are a healer, you probably attracted in somebody that needs healing. And of course, it's not your job to fix anyone, because I don't know. But yeah, that's what I see. I want to see something, because I want to know what is your lesson with this Taurus. I want to know. Acceptance. Accepting this Taurus for who they are, not who you want them to be. They may have more work that they need to do, and it's sad. It's like when you meet them, it's going to be so beautiful. You guys may go out and things start out really, really good. And then all of a sudden you start to wonder, like, what happened to them? So this is to like help you demonstrate your values and what you've learned about love. So is this situation in alignment with what you truly want? All right. Let's see. Because it looks like you may have highs and lows with this Taurus because of where they are within their own self. I'll start with that. So the beginning, the first week of June, 2nd, 3rd. All right. So it seems like you both could be daydreaming about each other and then change your focus. So I feel like there's a level of inconsistency in the beginning. One minute you guys are spending time with each other, and then the next minute you guys fall apart. Spreading your wings is like, it can be breaking your heart. You don't know what's going on with them. One minute they're opening up to you, the next minute they're closing off. The second week of June, there's another opportunity for growth between you, and then you start to feel alone again. All right. So they open, close, open, close. The third week, you guys will rebuild the connection again, and it will be more balanced. And then you're going to feel helpless and hopeless on how to get this connection to work. And in the end, this Taurus can refuse to see that you two can grow. That's all that's going to be on their mind. They may sabotage it, all right? If you are with a Gemini, so there's two stories if you're with a Gemini. I would tell you to be mindful about a Gemini. Like, this Gemini, they like you and they appreciate you and they do want you near them and they do want to see you. But at the same time, this Gemini can also be stuck on someone else that like broke their heart, and they can be trying to find a way to make it work, even though they know it won't work. So this gives me, if you're with a Gemini, this gives me love triangle vibes. Like you're in a love triangle. And they treat you good. That's what's going to be crazy. This Gemini treats you good. They find you special. But they give me juggler. Like straight up. They give me juggler. And if you notice that they seem insecure at times, like one minute they have these high highs and these low lows, it could be someone else that is messing with them, someone else that they're waiting on. So you got yourself a pickle if you are with a Gemini. You got yourself a pickle because they really, really like you. They find you attractive. They definitely will invest in you, but this also gives me a person that likes to have their cake and eat it too. They're one of those, you know? And they can also potentially be a heartbreaker when things get tough. They're the type that will bail out on you. So they're around for when things go good, but when things go bad, they may blame you and make it your fault. And you may notice that they don't take accountability and they will leave you in a pickle. So, and try to make you seem like you're hard to love, and you might feel hurt and ashamed in the end. So, this Gemini gives me they're someone to have fun with, but if you're trying to settle down, it's going to be hard. Real hard, you know? Because this could be a Gemini that is really a player at heart, but they actually have a heart for you at the same time. They have a soft spot for you, but they could be, that's immaturity. Like, they're immature. They don't take accountability. And when things get rocky, instead of repairing it, they're the type that will fly out, like fly out the house, fly out the relationship, blame you, make it seem like it's you. This can also be a Gemini that adores you. They love to make love to you, but things have to be their way. That can be another thing with this Gemini. It has to be their way. Like a Gemini who sits on their high horse and they don't like to take accountability. It has to be their way. So it shows wounded. You might feel really wounded by this Gemini, but you do feel attracted to them. And this could be a situation where you feel tied in, like you feel really, really tied. Like a person that they hurt you, but for some reason, you can't stop going back to them. You can't stop wanting them because the chemistry that you two share is so strong. And there's something so undeniably irresistible about them that you just can't let go. So this could be a situation that is hard for you to break apart, but they absolutely adore you. It's just a person. It's just, they are who they are, you know, like that's who they are. They adore you. They feel like you're an amazing parent. In their heart, I don't see them. See, I feel so guilty for how I've been treating you. They know they ain't doing you right, baby. They know this. They know they're playing a dirty game. They feel guilty for how they've been treating you. Like, I'm telling you, this Gemini thinks you're an amazing person. You know, you're very sensual. You can be very caring. You could be very submissive. You can have a very open heart. You know, you just want to please them. You just want to be there for them. And this could be a Gemini that possibly like embarrasses you. You know, sometimes you have a feisty attitude and they're the type that will get cold or distant as soon as you start to speak up for yourself. They want them, honey. Somebody that need they beat. Somebody you got to slap upside the head. I do not condone violence, by the way. You know, I don't, but I'm just saying. If you know what I'm saying, like, but yeah, that's what you're dealing with. It's a person that, they have to have their way. And as soon as you confront them, they will guilt you for even thinking that you can confront them. So they can be a huge manipulator, like a gaslighter that may not know that they're even a gaslighter. They just got to have what they want. So that's what I see. Well, you two, you love this Gemini. I feel your love a lot. They really like they really, really do that. Like, I can't even say that. Like, they they care about you so deeply. They find you special. They find you a really good man or a good woman. Like they need to have you a part of their life because there's something about your feminine energy that relaxes them. Like they feel like they need you. But Nine of Wands means that you will be cautious with them because you may see their ways. Like you may see their ways, you may see right through them, but they're just irresistible for you. All right, that's what you're up against when it comes with this Gemini. Like you don't know what to do. They got you on what is that called? Pins and needles. Sometimes you're afraid to say certain things. Other times you just go off. But let me see. But you shouldn't sugarcoat how you feel. Even if they get offended, you gotta create a tough coat for people like that, is what I'll say. They don't like to hear the truth, but it don't mean that they shouldn't hear it. Shoot, that's how I feel about certain people on my channel. They may not want to hear the truth, but it doesn't mean that the truth doesn't exist, right? So let's see. And that's another thing too. Oh, wait. Can't do that, right? What's going to be going on with this Gemini? Somebody too in this connection is going through like a spiritual awakening because I see 777. That could be the Gemini that spirit is calling to wake up. Or it could be you, cross watcher. Somebody's having a wake up call. And just because somebody has a wake-up call doesn't mean that they adjust. So let's see. What will the Gemini be going through? Deception. Feeling deceived. See? Somebody got this Gemini going out their mind and it's not you. But they could be trapped in fear about money. And they could be learning about their ways, you know? But it may have to do with their money. Like, you know, like they're trapped in fear about their money and they could feel deceived, especially if there is another third party involved or friends. You know, they really do like you. But yeah, if somebody like left them, somebody's trying to teach them a lesson. If somebody's trying to take their power back, they don't like that. I just feel like the deception that they feel, it doesn't seem like it's you. It seems like it's outside of you. So if you notice their moods changing or they're projecting or being a little mean to you, it's because of something else outside. This gives me a person that's used to having their way. They do not like not having their way. When it comes to you, cross watcher, I don't know, like you're on the verge of a soft life, or you have a soft touch, or I see you communicating. You could be reaching out to the Gemini. You could be telling the Gemini about themselves. Also, things are going to be moving for you. You can cross watcher. It could be you with the number 777. There can be wishes that are coming true for you. And you could be asking the Gemini, like, are we going to do this, or am I going to have to move on from you? It could be that. You could be trying your best to emotionally like withdraw from this Gemini or distract yourself. But life is moving on for you, whether you want it to or not. You put in the work. It looks like things are about to go according to like a beautiful divine plan for you. So things are about to take off for you. But you might be sad if this Gemini is not trying to commit or change their ways. You can even, like cross watcher, you can even be on the verge of getting a high paying job. You make a lot of money and you don't have to do as much. So that's good, baby. You could have been waiting on this. Like I see things taking off for you, cross watcher, in a beautiful way. Like things are aligning for you. You are in alignment. You might also see 777, you're awakening, and 111, like you're in alignment, or 1111. So let's see. With you and this Gemini, in the beginning of June, they take a risk, they open up, They love, love, love your nurturing energy. And they could have been trying to manifest you. You know, they could be a person like at times they pull away. And this could be like a tactic that they use on you. But if you don't chase, they could be trying to manifest you back. They love your pictures. You have a beautiful face. And then the second week it shows spreading your wings. So you guys may distance from each other. Cross watcher, you may start looking out for other people too. And then you guys come back together to try again. And they're more humble when they come back again, like they're more humble. In the third week, it shows waiting. Somebody can be waiting for communication and then you let them go. Let's see, in the end, what happens in the end? I feel like what happens with this Gemini cross watcher, you start to lose trust in them. Like you really start to lose trust. In the outcome, you could be like seeking answers and like feeling alone, and you could be possibly like checked out. Like you're not going to trust them as much anymore. You could start to heal and see this person's pattern for what it is. If you are with a Cancer, I see a lot of love and spreading awareness. If you are with a Cancer, they could be taking care of you. They could be nurturing you. They could be learning new ways to love you. You guys can be going out. Like this gives me couple vibes. It gives me couple vibes. It gives me building towards a relationship. It exploring each other in new ways. You guys may even go camping, or you guys may travel together. I also see you guys staying inside and the Cancer cooking you food. This Cancer is very, very sweet and sincere. And they could possibly even want to have a child with you. They're a little bit needy, but it's not in a bad way. But the way that this Cancer feels about you is they want to take care of you. They want to be there for you. And they feel like they've earned you. You know, like you guys could have had ups and downs, and that doesn't mean anything to them. They feel like they've earned you. They could thank God for you in a sense. So I just see this Cancer feeling good about being with you. And there's a situation where, you know, whether male or female, you make this Cancer feel more attractive. Being with you, it makes them feel more attractive, and they feed off your energy. So if you are balanced and you take good care of them, then they don't need for nothing. They don't feel like they need anything else but you. This Cancer is secure with you. And they take really good care of you because you may take really good care of them. That's what it looks like. And also changing locations. You may think about living with the Cancer if you guys live apart. Let me see. Yeah, if you guys, well, 5 of Cups is disappointment. Let's see. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys have highs and lows. You guys have highs and lows, but this Cancer sees you as their soulmate. And that's what I'm saying. Like, 10 of Pentacles means building on something. You know, they've been disappointed by this connection before. They could have felt, it could be communication. You guys could be arguing about certain things, or money, expenses, bills. Sometimes they want you around more. They want you to be more affectionate to them, but it shows the same thing in the outcome. 2 of Cups and 3 of Pentacles. Like they feel like they've been waiting on someone like you their whole life. They really like you. They want to be with you. But it could be they're cutthroat too. Just because they're a Cancer and they're nurturing doesn't mean that they ain't going to tell it like it is. They ain't gonna tell you how they feel, but they really have a soft spot for you. They really like you. They're very sensitive, by the way. You can have, yeah, at times this Cancer may feel like you don't want them anymore. Like sometimes you don't put forth the effort or you don't communicate the way that you should and it hurts them. You know, and it says better health. I just feel like this Cancer likes it when you work with each other, when you guys are on a better road, when you start to be cold or you start to like you're not really communicating with them or you're around them and you're just distant, it hurts them, you know? So how do they feel about you, this Cancer? They find you understanding. They feel like they've never ever met anyone like you before, so they would want to fight for this. They don't want to give up on this. They would want to fight for this. They want this to work. That's how the Cancer feels. Like, I want you. I want this to work. I want you to answer your phone too when I call you. It could be a situation like that as well. Like, if they're calling you, they could be asking you something simple like, I'm about to cook this recipe. Can you find this at the store for me? Like, it could be something as simple as they need your help and you don't be answering your phone like that. They don't like to feel ignored. Okay. Wait. I keep doing that. Let me keep this near me. So what's going to be happening with the Cancer for the month of June? What's going on in the Cancer's life in the month of June? They could be thinking about moving. And you know, like certain ways to improve their relationship with you. They could be thinking about moving. They could be also thinking about ways to get more money, to be more visible. They could be trying to promote a business. They're really big on being there for the family. You might see them more busier when it comes to work. But one thing I like about this Cancer, they're going through a stage where they're very ambitious. They're very courageous. They're taking risk in their life. It's like, it's now or never. I have to do this. I have to step out of my comfort zone. They're taking their mask off. They're being naked with the world. You know, it's like they're trying to come up in their career. And they really want to be there for their family is the biggest thing I see. They want to be there for their family. They want to come up in their career. They're going against the grain, coming out of their comfort zone, you know. At times they feel conflicted about this relationship or just about life. Like, will this work? Like somebody who goes back and forth with themselves. Like they need more reassurance in their life, you know. Like they need more faith. They need more faith. They need more reassurance. But this is somebody who's like, taking a chance on themselves, taking a leap of faith. So this has to do with ambition. Like working really hard and being there for their family is like their main priority. That makes their whole heart feel full. So they want to be there for you too. And they're accountable. If they make any mistakes, they want to make themselves better. What can I do to make myself better? This could be a Cancer that is very hard on themselves. They're under a lot of pressure. They're under a lot of pressure. It's like they need more softness. Maybe like a spa day, a massage, something, honey. They be in their head a lot. So if you do shut down and get quiet, it's not going to be beneficial to this Cancer. They need more reassurance. They need to know that things are okay. Because that's what they strive for, taking care of their family, their loved ones, and working hard. But anyway, for you, okay, you're praying. You're praying, you're being more humble, more patient, and you're trying to be more open and vocal with this Cancer. And you're praying over them, you're praying over the food, you're praying over everything. You know, you may even take accountability too. Sometimes you say it on the inside. Like, I know I can be better. I know I can show up more. I know I can do this. It's like you are trying to show up more for the Cancer. You are. It's like healing your masculinity. Like if you are big on like being in your ego, you're trying to put your ego aside and be there for them. You know? Like you're making sacrifices. And you could be climbing up the ladder too, or you look like you're living comfortably, or you could be making sacrifices. I feel like you and the Cancer are going to be off to a really good start for June. Let's see. Okay. So, June. Ooh. So in the beginning of June, you both can be focused on work. I see committing to each other. You guys can have a long walk, a long talk, committing to each other, or just committing to a deeper view of what you both want in the future, whether this is like business wise, what you both can do to collaborate and get money and just communicate better with each other. The second week of June, you guys could be taking a break. You can feel really alone. Or this Cancer can feel really alone because you're putting all your time and effort into like work and your friends. So you may make the Cancer feel left out. They easily feel neglected. The third week, his shows release. You guys may think about ending things with each other. Or you're going to notice that the Cancer is more detached and more self-protective and sitting pretty. They could be dressing up more. They're going to be noticing things about you more. And then it shows a conversation where you guys will get back on track. All right. The Cancer is going to confront you about everything that they've been seeing. They can feel more powerful. They're just not going to allow you to do certain things. So that's what I see for the connection. If you are with a Leo, I see for you and a Leo, a lot of lovemaking. All right. This Leo takes you seriously and they think about you every day and they pray for you. They pray for you when they wake up. They're not in denial about, they may feel like you hold the power in this connection. That can come up for them, you know, but it's okay because you mean them well, cross watcher. So they may feel like you're brave, you know, they may feel like you have more money than them too. They love taking pictures of you and they don't want to share you with nobody. This also gives me like you're about to be in a commitment. Let me tell you why. If it's either you're gonna be in a you're in a commitment or you're gonna be in a commitment with a Leo. Like this Leo could be in their like their ego, and it could have been hard for them to let their guard down or to fall in love or to take a chance because of what they've been through, especially if this Leo has children. This Leo could have children and what their child's mother or father put them through was out of this world. So you're very different and your approach to love is very different, you know, and it's hard for them to like find love or find good people. So they were in suspense, like what makes you any different? So this Leo could have gave you a hard time in the beginning. You know, they could have been inconsistent. They could have came in with a lot of emotional baggage. And it's like you're going to see a different side of this Leo in the month of June. You're going to see a more committed version of this Leo. Like they understand you more now. You guys argued a lot, you know, like that's another thing. A lot of arguments. And I see this Leo laughing. They may like to argue. They be feeling like if they have a point, they're going to stand on their point. And they do love cooking. This is something that they're going to love to do for you. Like I love to cook for you. It could be a way that they show their love. But they could have been really against commitment. Like I am not committing. I'm not going to do it. They could have been in their head about it. This could have been also a Leo with like a really bad drinking habit because they were so hurt. Like so much was going on within themselves, within their family, within their life. It's like they could have been through a lot. They could have seen a lot. And with this Leo, you changed their view on love, and they're not for everybody. Their heart is not built for a lot of people. I feel like they're free spirited in a way, and they're also very closed off. So it's like you don't compare. That's what this Leo is going to start to notice in the month of June. They still have a drinking habit, but you could have been with a very, very entitled and stubborn Leo, and if this Leo is committing to you or settling down, it's just because that's what's in their spirit now. Like they're tired. They're tired of being a player. They're tired of being outside. They're tired of doing things or doing life in a certain way. And you make it better for them. And that's what they're going to start to realize. So I see you guys going grocery shopping together. You're going to see their heart more than their ego. They just don't want their time wasted. And they know that they were really immature when it comes to you. Like I was really immature. So yeah, you're going to see their kindness come out more. They were very hardened by life. They felt distraught. So let's see. This Leo, you're going to go through ups and downs with this Leo though, because one minute their heart is open and they're soft. The next minute they go back to that place where they can get very negative in their mind. They don't really socialize as much anymore either. They're fine with just being in the house. They find you very aware. Like you cut through their bullshit and they love that about you. Like you don't take shit and you don't sugarcoat nothing. So you left them like feeling ashamed. They got really close to cussing you out, but they just probably got quiet. Like I might need that. So let's see. With this Leo, you're going to feel their kindness more than anything. They value how strong you are. Like you're strong. King of Pentacles. Wow. This shows the Fool. You're going to see this is two things. Like this can be new. This connection can be new, and it's what you should look forward to with a Leo, with the Fool, because that's new. That's like taking a leap of faith. If you are going back and forth with the Leo, you're finally going to see them open up their heart and invest in this connection. They could have been very cautious. And like I said, even when they take a leap of faith, they're still Two of Pentacles. So this is like a person that one minute they're going to be open, and then the next minute their heart is going to be closed off out of protection. So they like you. They find you very structured. They find you very disciplined. They find you very secure within yourself. They feel like you got your own bag, your own money. You probably don't need them anyway. And they kind of like that attitude. They like that attitude about you. They find you strong, but sometimes they may hold back from their soft side. Like sometimes they close off. They get in their head way too much, but they think about you a lot, and they would want to thank you. This Leo would really want to thank you. Like you really did make them fall in love. They think about the love that you've given to them or poured into them, or this is something that will occur. They also feel like you've been looking nice lately. If you changed up your style, you've been dressing really nice. So this Leo likes you. Being with you makes them feel more secure, by the way, That's another thing too. They could want to actually settle down with you because you make them look better. In the beginning, they could have had other options too. I did say something about this Leo not wanting to settle down, but then they start to realize like they want to invest in you. They also wonder if you're still holding on to your ex. I don't know if you've ever thrown them in their face. This can also be a Leo. When they catch feelings, they run, They struggle with, am I enough? They struggled with that. They have that am I enough syndrome. They may look at you and see you as like powerful and secure, and they may feel like, am I enough? Will you leave me for someone else? Is your ex better? They struggle with insecurity sometimes, and it could, like I said, it could have to do with what their ex put them through. Oh, let me see. So what is this Leo going to be going through? You. They're consumed by you. They're aware, like if this Leo pushed you away, it was out of fear. They feel like they were reckless with you. They daydream about you. They're going to be more vocal about their feelings with you. Like their energy is centered around you. Like if they broke your heart, they're aware of it. They want to protect you more. They're going to communicate to you what they've done. And that's what I'm saying. They could have been more non-committal or confrontational, and you will see a more passionate side of them. This could be a connection that's finally going to take off because somebody is working on themselves. But like I said, if you're with this Leo, just know that you don't compare to anyone else that they've been with, and that's why they could have been pushing you away. And then another thing too, they struggle with their ego. So you'll have ups and downs when it comes to this Leo. It won't be a simple process at all because you're working against their ego. The ego is a mother lover because the ego tries to protect you. The ego tries to make it right, and it's not right. You have to be open to another perspective. For you, cross watcher, ooh, temptation. You got this Leo down pat. It shows temptation. You could feel there could be a lot of people attracted to you. It shows moving on. You could be wondering if you should stay around this Leo or just move on, because it looks like with judgment or the truth, you're going to start to see the truth of this Leo. So for you, cross watcher, it's almost like I don't know. I'm attracted to you. I care about you, but I don't know if I should stick around or move on. You could be trapped in fear by this Leo and their antics and what they showed you. So it's like, it's up to you, cross watcher. You get to decide if you would want to be in a partnership. The truth means like you see right through this, I want to say ego. You might see right through this Leo, and you may be fearful of what they can do. Like, or you may fear like they may not have it in them to commit in the way that you would want them to because of their ways, you know? So it's up to you. Also with temptation, it's two things. Like there could be temptation coming your way. You could be very tempted by this Leo, or you may fear that they have other outsiders that they may not know how to avoid. You know, you may feel like this Leo can switch up on you on any moment, and you are afraid of that. Like, is it best for me to be by myself, or should I be in this partnership? So that's what you have to think about. Or that's what's going to be on your mind. But let's see. And you could be focusing on your bills, cross watcher. You may feel like you're behind on your bills. You may have a fear of like, what if I fail? What if I go broke? I need to come up with ways to make money. You could be about like your money. So June. Some of you too could be thinking about booking a trip, whether it's you or the Leo. So it shows dream come true. Things could be moving forward between you and this Leo. This Leo is going to take a risk on you. The second week, it shows challenging times. You could be opening up to this Leo about the fears you have about the commitment, and wondering if you should stay away. You guys could be arguing. The third week, you're going to be feeling helpless and hopeless about the effort, and you can release them. It looks like it's hard for you to stay around. And then the end, you don't trust the Leo. You're going to come together with them and you feel guilty about it. You're going to come together with this Leo or be around them and you feel guilty. You feel like you don't trust them or you shouldn't trust them. If you are with a Virgo, if you're with a Virgo, they're getting readings on you. They adore you, but they do not trust you for nothing. This Virgo does not trust you, but they actually have a hidden obsession with you. That's what it is. And they need to be careful too, because their mind can be easily manipulated too. They need to be careful of what reader they go to, or like listening to readings on YouTube. They could be confused, so they need to be careful. But they really like you. They want to be with you, but they could be faking it. This Virgo is tricky. They're going to say one thing, but it's going to be the opposite. Like, they're very tricky. I want to tell you that this Virgo is a little bit manipulative, and they're manipulative because they're trying to protect themselves. They want to know, like, how honest you can be. So they may ask you certain things, or they may do certain things on purpose. They may even use scare tactics. This Virgo is going to test you. And they adore you. Like, they really do adore you. They will crash out over you. They may not like your mother, or it could be the opposite. Either they don't like your mother at all, or they love your mother to pieces. They look at you very, very highly, like a god or a goddess. They can even be using like visuals to like call you in. Because they don't want you to be with anybody else. And they could be depressed. Like, this Virgo may feel like you're sleeping on their worth in a sense. Like, do you see me for me? Or do you discuss my business with other people? Or are you trying to use reverse psychology on me? So they may feel because they're doing all this to you, that you're doing all this to them too. And it's far from the truth. But they know that you like them. That's another thing. They have immaturity. This Virgo has immaturity, because they go, I'm telling you why. They're not direct. They're like passive aggressive. They go under the table and do things. And I don't mean that in a literal sense. It's like somebody who they test just to see if you're going to be around. That's all this is all about. And they need your location. You see what I'm trying to say? So how can they try to front or downplay like they don't like you, but then, or they ain't feeling you like that? It's like a game. They got to act like they don't like you as much as they like you. They got to pretend like, it's like somebody who has to protect their ego. They have to feel like they're one step ahead. They have to take breaks every now and then to make sure that, you don't get too comfortable. But in a way, it's like, I'm afraid if you get too much of me, you're going to get bored of me. So how about, I will take a break. I'll just spend the night at, blah, blah's house. I have some things to take care of and blah, blah. And they'll push you away. And they're only doing this to see, like, will you miss me? Will you understand? It's like everything with this Virgo is very, very strategic. Everything. Nothing about how they play this situation is I'm afraid to use this word, but if you're strategic in my eyes, you're not coming from a genuine place. That's not genuine. Like strategic and strategy, in a sense, is like manipulation. But in the Virgo's defense, they may do this because they don't want to get hurt. But you could push a person away with these tactics. You really, really could. Um, like, and then they have like, am I hard to love? Am I easy to love? Are you mad at me? Are you seeing someone else? It's like they like you. You know, another perspective is this could be a Virgo that has a. This is immature. I'm so sorry. Virgos, if you're watching this, I'm so, so sorry. You have a very immature way of going about love. I'm so sorry. That might sound painful. And I'm only saying this because pulling the energy, it's a lot. Like that's a lot of legwork. Like that's a lot of work. Like testing and purposely provoking and pushing and seeing where their limits are, seeing how they respond, seeing if they do this, seeing if they really like you, seeing if they have someone else, seeing if they don't. That's a lot. It's just a lot. And can't. Woo! Woo! That's a lot of shit. But I get it. But that's a lot. Like, dear God. It's like instead of just directly so in a mature sense, you would just say, Billy, how do you feel about me? But instead they will do something or bring something to you and see how you react to it, because the way that you react to it is the way that they will know that you actually really like them, so it can, and in another way too, I'll also say this, the Virgo could be shy. When you're shy, I'm done. I'm done. I promise you I'm done. Let me just say this. The Virgo is obsessed with you. They want you to love them. They want you to protect them and not break their heart. So if they're doing a lot of things, it's because they love you to pieces, and that's scary because it's vulnerable, and vulnerability could be scary if somebody hurts you. So that's what's happening. How do they feel about you? They feel the world of you. And their antics is actually making them fall more in love with you because it's a lot of legwork. That's a lot of energy. Like, that's a lot of energy they're extending. You might even feel their energy because they're constantly thinking about you, or constantly considering you, or constantly wondering if you would like this. Like, it's even a Virgo who would want to do more for you, but they try to hold themselves back because that's the level of love that they actually have to offer. Their love is unconditional and it's very intense. And that could be what they're protecting. A huge heart that when they love you, there's no limit to their love. And honestly, now I feel bad that I expose them in that type of way, because if you do have a big heart, that level of heart does need protection. So if you're putting people to the test because that's the level of love that you have to offer, then I get it. And then it makes me feel bad for exposing them so deeply, but my intuition is what it is. And that reading was what it was. And this is all in love. Anything Love Wins does is with love. So that's for the reading. So, whew, that's very helpful for anybody that's dealing with a very complicated Virgo. You make them happy. The sun, they may seem very serious, but they're not. Like, they're very, very serious. The King of Swords is someone who, they may even threaten you. They may even threaten you. They get distant, and this is all because they love you. They're trying to protect themselves, and they could have fell in love. This is why they beef with you. Five of Wands. They're very dramatic. They're full of drama. And it's all because they love you. They see you as their soulmate. And you are their wish. And they could be manifesting you. All right? So that was so exhausting for me, but I got y'all. So for the Virgo, what's going on with them in their life right now? They're very business focused right now, honey. They got they eyes on the prize. They're about their money. And they are strong. They're strong beyond measures. This can be a person who's trying to hold themselves together. They're holding a lot together. They are big about the future and what they're investing in the future, and they're very strong. It can even be somebody's strength training. This can be a Virgo who's really big on the gym, trying to strengthen themselves, and at times they're exhausted. And they're only exhausted because, honey, they run themselves crazy, okay? So they could also be taking time to sleep and rejuvenate their energy, but they're at a good place. They're at a good place, you know. They could be reinventing themselves. If they have a business, they could be reinventing their business. And cross watcher, you could be a Capricorn. You could be an earth sign cross watcher. Earth or air sign. You give me air sign, you give me earth sign. But for you, cross watcher, it shows, first of all, it shows faithful. If you're faithful, you're very, very loyal, but you're loyal to those that are loyal and show loyalty to you. You're big on loyalty. You know, like you don't play that. You protect the people that you love with everything you have in them. You can be seen as an angel to people. So if this Virgo's in your life, you're way more protective over them than they probably even know, you know? But you're really big about, like, you're seen as an angel. Your perspective on life has changed tremendously. You could have just went through a huge life change. You're focused on love and what love means to you. And that can be hurting you too. You're starting to realize that what you thought was love, it needs to be thrown out, ripped out, thrown in the garbage. That's not love. So you're going to be big and very, very stone cold to people who don't get it. Like, this is my values. This is my beliefs. This is how I stand on love. If you don't see it, get away from me. Get away from me. And I mean it. Like, in this season, you're demanding who you are. And this is how you look. So you're shining bright. You could be a magnet for miracles. You know, you can also be a healer. You have very, very healing energy. And this shows the shadow. So you could be addressing yourself. Like I said, you have a lot of things. You could be addressing yourself. You could be working and focused on building an empire, or focused on your goals, your dreams. And I see sweetheart. People could see you as a sweetheart, or there could be a lot of people that understand you now and how they could have hurt you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you didn't stand up for yourself like this before. So how do you expect me to take it so personal? I didn't know I was breaking your heart, but you don't even need anyone to explain or say shit to you. It's just how it is. You give me strong. Like, I don't know. There's something taking over your energy. Or you probably just have a really protected aura. Or you're just strong. I don't know which one your aura is. Look at. You're standing your ground. You don't need nothing from nobody. Like, you give me intimidating. You can possibly be seen as intimidating. The way you stand on your vows, the way that you speak up for yourself, it can come off very intimidating. So for you, you're like, whoever's gonna hate, they're just gonna have to hate on the sidelines. Bye hater. You don't care. Woo, baby. The drama, honey. Okay, so, and I see laundry. You could be doing a lot of laundry also, cross watcher. And in your head too about like you could be reorganizing your life. But June, and I don't know, there's like energy of a baby in this energy. So if you don't want kids, strap it up. In the beginning of, oh, look, commitment and reaching out. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is like, you guys are talking about things, cross watcher. You could be listening to the Virgo more and paying attention and trying to help them. The second week, you can wonder like what happened. You might feel a little alone, or you could be going through something. I still see you guys connected, but you could be going through something. I don't know. I hear like I took so many losses. I took so many losses. This could be the Virgo or the cross watcher. At times they may feel empty or alone. Somebody also needs more structure. Somebody need like don't be whoever this is in this second week of June, like don't be embarrassed about what you've been through, and also it takes one to know one. So if somebody try to come for you, like, ew, don't let people come for you. But I get it. Third week, you guys could be taking a break, or you guys can be spending more time on the phone. And then I see you guys going out to dinner. You guys may confront each other about certain things that you like or you don't like, or what you want to see more. In the end, it shows power. It shows confidence. Somebody can be opening up about their fears, their weaknesses. You guys will grow stronger. You guys will go stronger over time. It's like you both are working through your own stuff. You have your connection with each other, and then you're working through your own stuff. If you are with a Libra, if you're with the Libra could be getting tested right now. Like, and I mean, it could be STD testing. It could be STD testing, but if it's not, they could be getting tested. That's like, universal, like tested. Their spirituality could be getting tested right now. And how does this Libra feel about you? I don't feel no energy. I feel no energy. Is the Libra giving you the silent treatment? The Libra could be giving you the silent treatment. I feel nothing. It could be a Libra that's going emotionally numb. They could be ashamed and hurt by you. And it took them a while for them to really see what was happening or what was hurting them. And they never wanted to jump to conclusions about you, but they feel like you hurt them and they have to leave you behind. It could be a situation like that with a Libra. Like a Libra could be in self-protection and their standards are being tested. Because at times they miss you and they want to reach out to you, but they feel like they've been taking too much from you, like taking way too much. Like, this was harder than I thought. There's so much more going on than I expected, and I'd rather be alone, For some of you, and this is not going to be for all of you, this Libra may even feel like you're abusing them, like, or abusing their love, or you're taking them for granted. You're abusing them, you're abusing their love, or you're taking them for granted. And they don't see the best in you at all. And it's not good. How the Libra sees you, cross watcher, is not in the best light. And they feel like they've done everything. Like, I've done every single thing that I can possibly do in my power Like I thought I could count on you. I thought you would be there for me. I've been, like somebody's even been taking medication, like anxiety or all kinds of stuff. They feel like this Libra feels like you put their fear onto them. You mentally drain them. You leave them in the same situation over and over and over and over and over and over again, and it's too much. That's all. Like they feel like they need to be alone for now. And they still do love you. They still do love you. But they need to take a break because you drain them, or they may feel like you take their love for granted. You know? They miss the happiness that they used to have with you. It's like whatever you guys are going through, it's like with the six of swords, they want to find a way to overcome it, and they're going to be taking care of themselves right now. So this is the good thing about the Libra. They're not completely giving up on you. They still have a lot of love. They're just taking a break because they don't know what else to do, and they're just going to be focusing on themselves. All right. So you're going to like minimal contact when it comes to this Libra. They love you. They feel like they've invested in you. They feel like they've been fighting for this connection. They feel like they've given you love, and they feel like they don't know what else to do. So they could be using this time to invest in themselves and take care of themselves. And I'm surprised the Hangman didn't come out, This could be a Libra this could be a Libra. It shows eight of cups. The good thing, 8 of cups, but the 2 of cups, they still have love for you, but they can be emotionally distancing themselves from you because they feel like they took so much from you and they don't know what else to do. They could be more focused. They feel like they've been spoiling you, investing in you. And then it shows single. They feel like they lose themselves in your love. But you could possibly make them feel insecure. They love making love to you. So they're not. If you want to know what's going on with a Libra, just know that they need a sound mind. Like they need space, they need a sound mind, but it doesn't look like they're going to be leaving you. They're not going to be leaving you. They're just going to be emotionally detached from you, and they're not going to be speaking to you as much. It's just like silence, like somebody who feels like overwhelmed or drained by how much they pour into you, and they want the love that they give you. They want it back. They feel they deserve it back. They want to get you two back to, this Libra wants you two to be back at a happy place. They want to be happy with you again, but right now they could just be focused on themselves. The Empress is investing in herself, doing what she needs to do to care for herself. So it's like someone who's so drained that they need to fill their own cup before they can come back to you. But they're hurt. I just feel hurt. Hurt. This is fine. This is fine. So for the Libra, they're waiting. Yeah, see, they're not going to leave you. Right now, they can just be working on their finances and working on themselves. So they may have you waiting. This Libra is going to have you waiting because they're trapped in fear about this relationship. Like, how much more? You say you're a Virgo? Girl. Yeah. This Libra is trapped in fear about this connection because they don't know what more they can do, and they're going to be focused on themselves, their health, and their money. It's like somebody who needs to take back control of their life because they've been investing and doing too much for you. Everything is like you, and it's not enough about them. But I'm telling you, this is the one good thing, they're not giving up on you. For you, cross watcher, I see silence and passion and strength. You could be with the fertility. I see you taking care of yourself too. You're in a place, and I hear the most attractive that you've been in a very long time. Not to say that you ever were unattractive, cross watcher, but it looks like you're really taking care of yourself. Or you could be, if you are a feminine, you could be really, really into your feminine energy and your fragrances and what makes you feel good. And you could be into yourself. Maybe that's what the Libra started to notice, like you're too about yourself. And it shows passion and desire. So you could be reawakening to your passions and your desires. And you could be pulling yourself out of a very dark place. That's what it is. You know, if the Libra was struggling with you, you could have been in depression. You could have been in depression, and this is why it was hard for them to get through to you. You could have been in depression. So if you are going through a separation or a brief break with the Libra, I feel like this will be beneficial to the both of you, because now you're putting into yourself. So is the Libra. And it's like you're reinventing yourself with fertility. That means like giving birth to a new version of yourself. So you're pulling yourself out of a dark place, and you can be getting a new job. So this is good. This is good for the connection with the Libra. This is good. You know, even if you guys were to split apart, it looks like you both are going into really good directions either way. But if you guys are going to come back together, you both will be in good energy. You know, you've been taking care of yourself. Reinventing yourself, getting yourself out of depression, out of a dark place, and you have a new business opportunity or a new job coming in. That's good. That's all good stuff for you, cross watcher. So let's see. June. So there's communication in the beginning of June, and you guys can be working on rebuilding your relationship, and you could be waiting to see like what's going to happen. Is it going to grow? Like what's going to happen with us? So I feel like your relationship can be like in the hangman phase in the beginning of June, and then it shows taking a break. So I'm telling you, if you guys take a break on each other the second week of June, I'm telling you, it's going to be beneficial to both of you. When you guys come back around, you both are in new energy. So you guys can both be contemplating taking a break and working on yourselves individually. By the third week, look, you guys are listening to each other, seeking the truth. This could be through tarot or getting readings or researching, like shining. Someone is coming back out of their shell. This is weird. It shows release and then reward. What does that mean? If you guys have an ending, you guys can come back together the third week of June. And then what is the outcome for you too? Yeah, dreams come true. I had a feeling you both are going to be sharing love with each other and trying to make things work. You know, anything hard, any hardships that you're going through in your connection, there is light at the end of the tunnel, baby. I'm going to tell you that. Light at the end of the tunnel. If you are with a Scorpio, ooh. If you're with a Scorpio, the Scorpio feels like they found love. Like, you are the love of my life. I need you near me. I love venting to you. You are the opposite of what I've been through. This feels like true love for me. If you meet a Scorpio, you mean the world to them. And you dress like them. Like, they may feel, not to say you dress like them, but they may feel like you dress in the way that they would want their person to dress. Like, Scorpios can be very visual when it comes to their lover and how they would dress, how they would look, how they would show up. And I feel like you do that. And bigger than that, they feel like you just get them and you make them feel like all their pain goes away. You make their heart melt. I don't see them sleeping. I don't see you guys sleeping together right away. It's like you're trying to get to know each other, but you know what this gives me? This energy is so hard to work through. But you know what this energy gives me? Like, two people that found each other at the right time. It's like that. That's what this gives to me. You know, like, and Spirit is calling Scorpio out. They're saying, like, Scorpio has been sleeping on their worth for too long. So they had to, like, show Scorpio, like, this is what you're worth. This is what this connection is all about. You're the opposite of everything that this Scorpio has been meeting. Like, Scorpio has been through it all when it comes to love. They could have been love bombed. They could have been in third parties. They could have been giving everything and getting cheated on, and everything you can possibly think of wrong in love they could have been through. And they, even though they could have, I'm not gonna do all that, but the point is, this Scorpio is so in love with you, and they could be trying to calm themselves down because they don't want to overwhelm you with their love. They don't want to feel like they're asking for too much because they want to see you more. They want to make you smile. They want to plan trips with you. Like, they want to go on vacations with you. They feel like they won. Being with you, they feel like they won, you know? Even though at times they're going to feel like they want to put you in your place. That's another thing. They want to put you in your place. And they may also look at you like, you're so attractive, you can have anyone, but you're with me, so I'm happy. They also love the fact that you support them. So you give me protector energy, whoever you are, cross watcher, like really big protective energy. You seem like you give me, I love you just the way you are. I don't care about your past. This Scorpio may feel that energy. You know, like, you don't care about their past. You don't sugarcoat nothing either. You're very open and honest about how you feel, what you like and what you don't like. And this Scorpio likes how you open them up. Like, they've been closed off for a long time. They don't have to guess how you feel. But they also want to know about your credit. They really do. Like, I want to run your credit. I want to do a background check on you because I feel like that's fair. I want to know if you've ever been arrested, if you've ever been to jail. Like, they want to know everything. This Scorpio wants to know everything about you. So they may take things slow, like really, really slow. So this is a good match. This is like a really, really good match. Like a real good match. Like, the energy, yeah, the energy feels really, really potent. But I don't like that 5 of Swords, though. Let me see. Dang, the Scorpio's going to test you too. The Scorpio's going to test you. The Scorpio is going to test you. They may cut you out. They may cut you out to see what you do. No, it could be, I don't really, let me see. Who got this 5 of Swords is like in their head too much. Shows justice, 3 of Cups. No, like, There's two things that's coming up with this Five of Swords. Like I said, Scorpios have been through the ringer. So they may test you to make sure that you're not manipulating them or gaslighting them, because that is what they came out of. They came out of a season where people manipulated them, rushed them into bed, didn't take care of them, didn't take care of their heart. And now they're open to love, but they have to see and make sure that you are who you say you are. So they're very, very cutthroat. The Queen of Swords does not play. And if you turn out not to be who they thought you were, they're not afraid to walk away and cut you out. You know? And just for some of you, just a few of you, if they find out about a third party, they will cut you out as well. Like if they feel like you are entertaining other people, they will cut you out. Yeah, this is good. King of Cups is good. Like I said, this Scorpio may come with a little baggage because of what they've been through, but I just feel like they're in control of it, you know? Like they could have been a Scorpio that used to respond emotionally. They're not emotional, they're psychological. So if you are able to get into their heart or in their world, it's a big deal for them, because they do not let anybody in so easily because of what they've been through. So this gives me a solid Scorpio. They don't give me emotional or immature. They give me solid. Like they're going to look to make sure that you are who you say you are, making sure that you show up consistently and that you're not going to hurt them, you know? But if they find out about a third party, they may cut you out, or they can be making sure that you're not manipulating them and have them in a third party, because they could have been in a similar situation. So let me see. How does this Scorpio feel about you? They could be trying to manifest you. They want your attention. They want more of your attention. If you are a water sign yourself, they love how affectionate you are. You can also be an air sign or a fire sign. The Scorpio will either love the way that you wine and dine them, or they're going to love to wine and dine you. Or this could be a Scorpio who loves to drink wine, and then they're going to feel like this is the best sex that they've ever, am I allowed to say that? This is the best lovemaking that they've ever had, and it shows like they would want you to propose to them, and they love that you keep yourself together. All right. This Scorpio, too, is a little shy. I'm surprised that card didn't come out. When they start to fall for you, or when they like you a lot, they get a little shy. They may even push you away because they don't like to feel vulnerable. But they really do like you. So let's see what's going on with this Scorpio when you're around them for the month of June. Yep, look, loving on you. They are trying to manifest you. They want this connection to grow. You know what I get? Like they want you to stay. Like I want you to stay. You show them so much love, they want you to stay. And they could be working on getting a new apartment, or working on their features. They're really into disciplining themselves, getting more sleep, finding better outlets. They could have been into too much drinking, and they're trying to find better outlets. And for you, cross watcher, you know, cross watcher, it's gonna get better for you. Some of you guys can feel like you're struggling. This could be financially. You could be struggling. Yeah, you're like for you, cross watcher, you're struggling, and you really want to take care of this Scorpio. You don't want this Scorpio to feel like you're a bum, or you're not capable. So you can also be going through heartbreak and loss, and it could be somebody passed in your family, or you could have had a breakup that you're still overcoming. So this is like either a breakup or somebody in your family that could have passed over. And you can have the Scorpio that you could be speaking to about that. But it's like you want more in your life, you know? Like sometimes, cross watcher, you feel like you fell off a little bit. Like I don't feel like I'm on top of my game like I used to be. You may just not feel like yourself, you know? And you are trying your hardest if you need to hear that, cross watcher. You really are. I just feel like whatever you went through, it's just taking you a while to build yourself back up. That's what I feel like. Like you could have had it all together, but you know, they say life is not linear. You know, we have ups and downs. Spirit says, what will take away some of the despair? You need to start celebrating the small wins. Any little thing that will produce that hormone of feeling good, you need to get back into the rhythm of that. So celebrate your small wins and take walks to clear your head. Like Spirit says, you live on edge. Baby, you live on edge. That's a lot of anxiety. Well, you know what too, by the way? That sounds like somebody who's recovering from trauma. Like when you go through a traumatic experience and you're trying to recover, I don't even know if you know how to recover. That's one other thing, but if you go through a traumatic experience, you start to walk through life waiting for the shoe to drop. You start to walk through life waiting for shit to like fall apart because your nervous system is shocked. Your nervous system is shocked to shit. It's like you would need to rewire your nervous system in order to feel safe. It's like if you live in dread, it's like you went through a bad situation and you're still carrying that energy inside of you. So walking will help you clear your head, celebrating your small wins, finding little things to be grateful for. It will start to support your nervous system, you know? I also feel like ashwagandha stress relief tea is really good. I feel like magnesium is really good. There's so many things that you can do to heal your nervous system. And once again, if any of you ever need support, if you're overcoming certain cycles in your life, I do one-to-one spiritual coaching. And I can support you through that. All right. So let me see. So, you guys could be going to parties together. I see you guys like listen to music. You guys can go to a concert together. But I see you guys can order food. Like Chinese food. That just made me hungry. It's like you guys are trying to build a connection. You're waiting to see what happens. Scorpio, you're following your heart for the first time in a very long time. Look, the second week of June the second week of June is communication and more love. The third, a lot of people are going to see you guys out together. You're going to be booed up and listening to each other's problems, and you might take a break to work and then you guys spend more time at each other's house. It could be to save money, honey. And then the end is like growth, or somebody really wants to take a chance on you and see things grow. All right. And somebody's going to be spending a lot of time in tarot to make sure. It could be the cross watcher, a lot of tarot. 9/11, big changes. If you are with a Sagittarius, hold up. What kind of animal is that? That's weird. If you are with a Sagittarius, so there's two messages. If you're in a relationship with a Sagittarius, they're going to be holding you near and dear to their heart. They may find you to be their love, like their true love, you know? You may feel like they I don't know, like this gives me suspicions. Like if you are in a connection with a Sagittarius, this gives me suspicions. And you need to be careful if you're suspicious about a Sagittarius, because it could be your own paranoia, you know? Like you could be struggling like insecurities and wondering if you're giving the Sagittarius enough. So you may wonder if they're being unfaithful, and should you check up on them more? It's like a situation was like you do want to be in this connection with this Sagittarius, but you just feel like there's more to them and they're not letting you know. And the truth is, there's nothing more. Like the Sagittarius is not hiding anything. They just feel really secure in themselves right now. Like they're finding themselves again. Back when you first met them, they didn't know themselves like that. And they could have been a Sagittarius that didn't know they can have a house. So if you're in a relationship together and you guys have a house, like they didn't know they can have a house. They didn't know that they could dance and put it on someone. It's like all these things that they have now, they never ever knew that they can have. It gave them a lot of confidence. So if you need more reassurance, then it's more so within your own self. It's not to do with the Sagittarius. Like they feel very good with you. They feel really content with you, and you give them a lot of peace. So, and I even hear like, well, don't ignore me. You know, they may want you to speak up more. Like, how do you feel? Like you don't really speak up. You don't really share things with them the way that you used to. So the Sagittarius probably just leaves you to yourself. Like they leave you alone. They may feel like you need space. You're not speaking to them, and they don't want to say the wrong thing and like piss you off. So they try to just leave you alone. They also feel like nobody knows me the way that you know me, you know? And they don't want you to go broke trying to like please or impress them. They're okay with you. Yeah, they like when you take them out and it makes them feel special, but they don't expect as much as you may think, you know? And one of them, like somebody could be grieving their mom or dad, you know? So, or just a life. Somebody could be grieving a life. It could be you, cross watcher. You could be grieving an old life, an old way of being. It could be like you're a man now, or you're a grown woman now. Things have changed around you. There's more responsibilities. There's more weight on you. So life is not the same, and you may not express that. At times you may feel really angry or let down by you know what you've been through, but it's like you guys actually together have got through a lot. You both fought through a lot. And I feel like the Sagittarius is just okay being okay because of everything that they've had to overcome with you. So there is no love lost when it comes to the Sagittarius. They see your serious side, and they acknowledge you as a friend and a lover, you know? They try not to get in between you and your family, even though they feel like you need to hear it from them or someone else. Like somebody needs to tell you about your family. They feel like your family doesn't recognize your worth, and your family be doing all kinds of stuff, you know? But this Sagittarius loves you, and that's all there really is to them. And they love playing music. This can be a Sagittarius. It looks like they stay in the house mostly. You know, they could possibly be a smoker, or sometimes they just need to be alone to clear their head. Like they just need to be alone sometimes, this Sagittarius. Like that's just who they are. They need their own world, you know, to keep them sane. It's like that. Like if, and you mirror them, sometimes you need some distance too. You know, you don't want somebody underneath you 24/7. So you both get each other in a big place. I see that. Now, if you're dating a Sagittarius, this is a whole completely thing. Like this Sagittarius can be on the verge of leaving you because they may feel like you like your own self more than you like them. Like you're fun to be around, but you ignore them a lot. you know, and a lot of things that they try to explain to you, you just don't get. They feel like you just don't see it. They also find you very conceited. Like you're very, very conceited and you're all about yourself. They may if you are dating a Sagittarius, they may find you to be a narcissist. Like you're very, very narcissistic. You only care about yourself, you know, you're working on yourself and that's good. We all need improvements, but damn, like is there more to you than just you and you? It's like that's the side of them they're starting to see about you that they didn't get before, that they really, really feel like they've been fooling themselves. They feel like they've been sharing themselves with you, hoping that you would open up or hoping that you would even take a break just to be with them. But no matter what, you don't put you aside. Everything has to be about you. Everything has to be on your time. And they feel like they have been a pushover for you. Like, I feel like I'm just one of your minions in your life, just here to do what you want. And that's hurting me. So they feel rejected by you. If they're dating you, they feel rejected by you. And it's not, I even want to say it's not too, it's painful, but at the same time, I see where Sagittarius is on the verge of opening themselves to other people. If this is like a single Sagittarius dating, like they were trying to get to know you, but they do not like being ignored. They don't like being ignored. They don't like being forgotten about. They don't like, they bring things to your attention and you try to act like you don't know what they're talking about. And they feel like you just don't get the big picture, so it makes no sense for them to even bring it to your attention. Like, what's the purpose? You're probably just going to find some lame excuse and just make it about you. So be with you. So if a Sagittarius is not putting any energy, because I feel like that's another thing. If a Sagittarius was dating you and then all of a sudden they pulled away and you're just noticing now, it's because they feel like they can't even have a seat in your life. They also feel like you're very protective of yourself. They feel like you're very secretive. You're very secretive. They even feel at times you try to shade them. Like, are you trying to embarrass me? You know, so it's a situation. You may felt like the Sagittarius was trying to control you, but no, they were trying to make you look at the love to prioritize them. It's like, prioritize me. You know, like, well, I took you out. Now do something for me. They feel like no matter what, you just don't see it and you don't care. So what's the point? So they're leaving you on red on purpose. If they're purposely ignoring you, this is all purposeful. And it could also be like spirit pulling you two apart because I don't know, Sagittarius could have been praying about you, like, what should I do? What should I do? And no matter what, it's like Spirit's like, you know what? Let me cause a separation so Sagittarius can see themselves. So Sagittarius could be in timeout, like they could be in an isolation so that they can look at themselves, like they overgive. There's a Sagittarius in this situation. They just overgive and they trust too fast. They trust too soon. They, you know, so they could be in a stage where they need to be like healed, cleansed, reinvented, and put their ego aside. Because sometimes it's their ego that makes them stay with you, you know, trying to see the good in you. And then they feel like you don't deserve them, but you know, it's all kinds of stuff. So there's a lot of energy for the Sagittarius here, you know? If you're in a separation, this is the reason why. They just feel like you are all about you, so you might as well be by yourself. And no matter what they say, ain't shit gonna change. But if you're in a relationship with this Sag is this, they're working on their own self. And they're trying to give you your own space to be with you because they just feel like sometimes you're just withdrawn. And they don't take it personal. All right. So let's see. That's two different situations. I don't even know how to. Let me see. Let me do. If you're in a connection with a Sag, yep. That's how they see you. You're their person. They're committed to you. You guys could be speaking about taking a family vacation soon. They really love you. They love making love to you. They love the affectionate. They love the affection that you show them. This Sagittarius is okay with you. They don't have no problems with you. And they're loving you and themselves. If you're dating a Sag, I just feel like they just want to be left alone right now. Yeah, silent treatment. If you're dating a Sag, they're giving you the silent treatment and they're just focused on their own self and they can feel a little hurt, you know? Ten of Swords, like they're drained. And they found you like sophisticated. That's one thing that drawn them to you. You were very smart and you were reaching for the stars and they felt drawn to that energy, but they feel like at the same time, it's like the audacity. So in the month of June, I feel like Sag is preparing for a new journey. Whether it's to love themselves better or boss up when it comes to their own stuff, you know? So if you are in a relationship, or, let me see. You guys can be thinking about buying property or another property. See, there's a lot of joy and stability and silliness. You guys can be big kids together in the house. You'll see a lot more joy, companionship. You guys might be dancing together. The second week is strengthening the bond between you two. You know, you could be trying new recipes, feeding your man or your girl, and there's a lot of peace. The third week, it shows healing. Someone might reveal something that's been hurting them that they want to confront you about. And, you know, I see you guys working through that. And the end, it could be Sagittarius may want you to step up more, make more effort and take the lead. And you may feel like, but I've been doing that. Like, what more can Sag want from me? But at the end, I just feel you guys are like building blocks. You guys are for each other. You guys will be fine. You know, you can also be thinking about expenses, like affording. Can we afford this house? Can we afford this? You guys are going to be working on your material world together. And I hear if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. So if you're in a connection or you guys are living together, they're like in love. So, Capricorn. This is with Capricorn, what can come up is this ain't gonna be for all of you, but how does the Capricorn feel about you? This Capricorn can feel betrayed. They can feel betrayed. They feel like, I just see a spying energy. Like, you don't answer your phone. You don't like what I say. You're always complaining. I'm not getting the recognition that I deserve. And then it's like, is it okay if I can spend the night? So, if you are with a Capricorn, they love you to pieces, but they may fear. There's a lot going on. This Capricorn has mixed feelings about you, and that's why the energy is mixy. One minute this Capricorn can't stand you and they don't ever want to see you again. And the next minute they want to sleep with you and spill their guts to you. And they want you to take them out and love them. So I don't know if it's a situation. Cross Watcher, you are very lustful for this Capricorn, like very lustful. And that's the thing that the Capricorn is trying to understand. Like, do you love me for me, or are you just lusting after me? I feel like the Capricorn wants to know that. Like, what happens after this? Like, I don't know if it's a situation, if you guys are trying to get a relationship off the ground, if it's Capricorn really likes you, but are you into the chase? Are you like, what is this? It's like the Capricorn is trying to figure out. It's like they want to protect themselves, and but sometimes they yearn for you. They're trying to figure out, is this going to be a serious commitment? It's just all over the place. This gives me energy like mixy vibes. Like they feel mixed about you, and they find you attractive, if you want to know that. They're very attracted to you. You know, they feel like you're very elevated, and you're very serious too. You know, like they find you elevated, serious, but they feel like you have secrets, like you're not letting them know everything. And that's the part that makes them push you away. And they do want to help you. They want to help you. They want to be there more for you. But it's like you guys could be in a situation where you're not going to be seeing eye to eye. Like getting on the same page is going to be very hard for you and this Capricorn. Like one minute you guys are okay. I see you guys sitting down watching TV. You guys are into it. You know, it's like sometimes you have the same energy, and then the next minute the Capricorn doesn't feel safe. So, you know, the Capricorn likes you, but they do not trust your intentions. That's all there is to it. Let me just get straight to it. They really like you. They just feel like they don't trust your intentions, you know? They don't know if you're safe or not. Should they just admire you from a distance? Or should they actually make more of an effort with you? You know, like it's a situation like that. So I just see a Capricorn being in their head about you. That's all. And they're going to be polite to you because they're tired of like being angry. They're tired of, you know, going through something with you, or they could have had an ex that they went through something similar to, and they just don't want to bring that type of energy into their life or their environment anymore. But they're very cautious. This Capricorn is cautious. They really like you. They just don't trust your intentions. That's all there is. And I feel like that's fair. I like you, but I don't trust your intentions. So they're very mixy with you. You know, you're going to feel like, I see a big lustful energy with you, cross watcher. Like you want to take them down so bad. You feel like you've been preparing your whole life for something like this, but there's so much lust in your energy. It's hard to see where things are going to go. So the Capricorn is cautious. They're just cautious. It's like they see the light in you and they see the dark in you. They see both sides in you, like right away. I'm talking about as soon as they meet you, they see both right away. So this Capricorn can be very intuitive, and anything that they're feeling about you is possibly intuitive anyway, too. So one minute they feel safe around you, the next minute they have anxiety and they are wondering which one to trust. And a part of them feels like you're too immature for them. And that can be the real reason. Like, you seem a little immature. You could be younger. Maybe you're a little bit younger. Maybe they feel more too, like I'm too established for you. You know? This energy does give me like situationship vibes. It really, really does. It's like you give me, cross watcher, like your temptation. Your temptation for this Capricorn, and they're trying to avoid it. But damn, you look good. It's like that. It's like, damn, you look good. I never want to hurt again though. But damn, I want to take you off on your offer, but I don't trust it. So that's how the Capricorn, they feel safer when they're home with just some movies and a snack. It's like, I don't know if I'm ready to really take this chance with you. That's what it's given. But I just see you guys so flirtatious. You guys are back and forth with each other for the month of June. You both get each other. You get this Capricorn, whether they realize it or not. They may feel like, you don't get me. You get them. Yeah, Judgment. Judgment, honey. See? This Capricorn is judging you. They're stressed. Really, it's like they have to fight themselves, but they're afraid of the unknown. It's like, I do not need any more spiritual tests. I don't know. They may even start fasting in order to be more strong, but it shows ending. You know, they may decide to let this go. And like I said, they may just find like this is a false love, or they don't want to start something that's just going to hurt them. You know, you guys may go out and go for drinks. You guys may have fun and goof off, but then it shows justice. They show up and then close off. They don't trust you. They do not. They don't trust you. I want to know now, like, what is your intentions? I have to. I don't even, like, you like their attention. Oh, you want them for real. Okay. Oh, you want them. You want it all. This shows the Chariot. This shows the Six of Wands. You're trying to impress them. You can even be trying to clean up your place. You wanted them. You wanted them. Like if the Capricorn says, oh, I'm going to be at your house at 5 o'clock. You be trying to impress them, try to clean it all up, light some candles. You be trying. You want it all with this Capricorn. They just don't take you serious for real. What's wrong with this Yeah, they may find you toxic. There's something about you that's toxic, or they may not like the chemistry and the draw to you that they feel. I don't think they trust their feelings. That's what it is. They don't want to be in another spiritual tie, so they're fighting their feelings. And you do feel lustful. I really do feel like this is like you're lustful. It's like, let me tell you what you really want to do to this Capricorn. You want to do this Capricorn so damn good that they never want to leave you, baby. That's what you want. You want to lock them down by like going hard in the bed. You know? You're going to be waiting on them. And they're going to be like emotionally disconnected or trying to distract themselves from even thinking about you. Ooh. You're going to be doing everything too to try to like seduce them. Suppose the Capricorn does come over. You're going to be playing like sexy music and you're going to be doing the most to try to get this Capricorn. You do want them though. The commitment card came out, but let's see. See dirty talk. You flirtatious with this Capricorn. They may even touch their body to you. I'm trying to tell you. Aw, love scares me. That's sad. This is sad. It's not even funny anymore, but I'm still it ain't funny no more, but I'm still gonna laugh. Capricorn terrified. They don't trust the energy. And it says spoil. So cross watcher, you could be trying to spoil this Capricorn. Seduce this Capricorn. Trying to pick them up. Lord have mercy. You really do want them though. You know, it says best lover, man of my dreams. You really do want to see where this connection goes with the Capricorn. For the month of June, they are mortified. They do not trust you like that. They do not know you like that. Let's see. This Capricorn like, baby, you do not know me like that. Get your pretty hands off of me. Don't talk to me like that. You making me aroused. Yeah. They want you. They're going to be fighting their flesh for you, honey. But anyway, what's going on with the Capricorn? Damn. Oh, okay. Peace is their priority. This Capricorn is in like a grown and sexy season. They ain't got time for the bullshit. They end in anything that does not feel right. So I'm telling you, be careful of this Capricorn. I really think they have a strong intuition, and They're in a real relaxed place, and they don't live a cheap life either. They live a big life. But that's besides the point. The point is like they're very chill, but they're okay being with themselves. Things are feeling good. Things are flowing in their life. It's a lot of peace. They could be afraid. Like, I don't want anything coming and shaking up my world. They're in a good place. Or they're about to be. They're about to be in a good place. They're about to get downloads or information. They're about to move differently. For you, Crosswatcher, you doing good too. You're shining. You're in a season where you're going to be like shining, and you're going to be sitting on lots of money investments, lots of ideas. You don't even realize shit is about to go your way. Like, baby, you can move wherever you want. You can do whatever you want. Like, things are really about to take off in your life, Crosswatcher. You're doing good. Let's see. The beginning of June. Yeah. The Capricorn looking good, honey. I bet you are going to reach out. The Capricorn is shining. You're going to reach out to them. You may ask them out. Second week, Capricorn is already going to a reader about you. I see you guys speaking on the phone. You talk. Third week, yep, release. Yeah, Capricorn can release you in the third week, and then you could be trying to manifest them. And then you feel like you want to invest, but you feeling helpless and hopeless that they'll actually be with you. You might end up chasing this Capricorn by the end of June because they did the opposite of what you thought. Like, what you thought that it would take for you to get them, it didn't work out. So you could be going hard. If you're with an Aquarius, they feel lost. They feel lost. This Aquarius feels lost. They also feel a little sorry for you. Like, they didn't know that you felt you felt that way. Some of you could have voiced to an Aquarius that you feel neglected. They feel sorry. Like, they want to hold you. They want to choose you. They want to take you out. They want to lift you up. They want to make it up to you. And Aquarius wants to make it up to you. They didn't know that you had a heart of gold. They didn't look at the situation in that way when they first met you or when you guys were first together. It's like they didn't even think that the connection will go as far as it did. They just thought that this was going to be a situationship, and then all of a sudden they started to get scared. And this Aquarius wants to explain themselves to you. They want to tell you, like, I even hear "Teach Me How to Love." Who sings that song? Music Soul Child. It's like, teach me how to love. They feel like you're going through evolution, or you're reinventing yourself. You're spending time with yourself. You're taking your fears and your insecurities to a whole nother level. Like, you're starting to speak up, and like, they feel like things was going good, and then all of a sudden it just went left. Like, what's the problem now? This Aquarius can feel like you always saying something. So, like, well, what's the problem now? Like, so there could be a reconciliation with you and an Aquarius. They really want to spend more time with you. They know that you're a hard worker. They also feel like you're difficult when it comes to them. Like, they don't know what makes you upset, what they have to say, what they got to do. They know you both have goals. They're looking at your goals. They do not find you childish. They do not find you childish, but they feel like you're also, like, you're better than you think. So if you're struggling with insecurities, Crosswatcher, they feel like you're better than you think. Like, I've been watching you. I think you're amazing. Like, to me, your goals, like, like, they look up to you, or they give you the respect that you deserve. And they find you flawless. They feel like you take really good care of yourself. This Aquarius is a little insecure on the inside, and I don't think they can really say that, because who gonna tell you that? Like, they're a little insecure. It's like they would need to make more effort or put more in order to really make things work, and it might require them to change. And this Aquarius may feel like, I don't know if I'm good enough. They may struggle with that. They really may struggle with that, and you may not know that, you know? They could have been like picked on before. They could have been picked on. They could have been isolated, you know, envied. And it really makes a difference in how they show up when it comes to a relationship. You guys could be going on a vacation together. You guys can be taking a walk and doing things slower, differently in your relationship. You know, you are a wish. You're a wish to this Aquarius. They think about and romanticize about the times they've been with you. This is like an Aquarius that looks within themselves, and they can struggle with commitment. And I don't mean like committing in a relationship. They struggle to commit to what they say. It's like an Aquarius that takes on more than they can really, really handle. You know? And they can be scared to give their heart. They could be afraid to be vulnerable. They're afraid. Nine of Wands, like, I'm guarded. They feel like they have to watch what they say when they're around you. They would have to protect you. They would have to do this and that. And it's a lot. Like, I don't know. They feel stressed and burdened. Like, I don't know if I'm capable of being what you would want me to be, but I'll try. It's like that. They can also like struggle with communication, but they're going to try. They can struggle to like be vulnerable and open, but they'll try. They're curious to see where this can go. They have a big heart for you. You know, let's see. They could be spying on you. They did want to make you jealous, by the way, too. They fantasize about a life with you. You guys can go out and have a really good time together, too. If they hurt you, they feel really, really guilty. You know, and they really do love the way that it was going. They could have just got scared. They love your heart. They don't feel like you're asking for too much, Aquarius. They don't. It's just scary of what they will have to become in order to stay true to who you would want them to be is what's scary. It's not you, and it's not your fault, you know? You're not asking for too much. But it could hurt you if they're, you know, like not giving you the reassurance that you need or not showing up the way that you hoped. But they're giving you what they have. It's like somebody with a limited capacity that is scared to move past that. So with the Aquarius, what's going on? Ooh, moving on. Clarify this moving on. It shows moving on from obstacles. They feel conflicted and defeated. It's like somebody who's trying to overcome their own limitations in their capacity, but it's painful. Like, they're scared. They're trying to figure out how to do this, how to move this connection forward. What direction should they go into next? And it's going to take a lot of strength, you know? They could be going to church more. They're thinking about you. Sometimes they try not to think about you too much, but they're working on being better, and it's not easy. For you, Cross Watcher, what are you doing? You're learning a lot. And you are powerful. You're working on your dreams. You feel tempted, or there's temptation, you know. You're trying to be patient. You could be weighing your options on what to do next. And you're also resting. But you can be trapped in fear because you know what's going on with this Aquarius. And it shows love. Like, you want to know, like, will this be a success? There could be other options or other people coming in tempting you as well. You look so delicious. And then material harvest means there's more money coming towards you. Like, you're elevating and you can't even help it. Like, this is something you've been working on. You're elevating. Like, you're leaving behind depression. You could have been struggling with depression. You're paying bills, like you owed certain companies money, and you're reading the fine print, and learning about your own limitations, and you're leaving a lot behind your own self. So you're fighting your limitations. But sometimes you feel like you're fighting life by yourself, and that could hurt you, especially if you're with this Aquarius. Okay, so let's go. The beginning of June. Ooh. You guys may take a break and be healing, you know, especially if you guys had a big argument, a big falling out. You guys can be healing, trying to overcome it in your own. They're with themselves, you're with yourself, and you guys can be speaking like a little bit. The second week, it shows, spreading wings and detach. And then it shows success and growth. So you guys, this is the challenging connection. The third week. Heck no. There's a level of trust. Let me see the outcome. Okay, so it's on and off. There's a lot of inconsistency. They're going to be inviting you out, but you may feel embarrassed by the time they come back around and try to change for you. Cross watcher, you might feel embarrassed, like by the time this Aquarius tries to come back and change, you may feel like they're not right for you, or you may try to control the way you feel. You may not trust them, or are they capable? You're going to be second guessing it. You're going to be scared, like a lot of fears. Even spreading your wings, some of you may start to look into other options. I just see on and off, like you don't really trust it. All right. You're not going to trust this Aquarius. If you are with a Pisces, I see an arcade, like fun. You guys can be having fun, like fun times. And also funds. They can be getting excited. A lot of money is coming in for them. So you guys can be having a good time. A lot of fun or a lot of funds, you know. They see you as a teddy bear. They just get so excited when they're with you, and they get sad when you guys are apart, you know. Like that's the part that this Pisces is going to be fighting on the inside. They would want you every day. They want to go to sleep with you, wake up to you, you know. But I even see like a couples retreat. You guys could be planning to do a double date vacation, you know. You guys can be signing up for new things. Like you could be on a journey of reinventing yourself, and so is this Pisces. They just seem excited. I just see lots of excitement, lots of attraction. They can even be fantasizing about what it would be like to live with you or to be married with you. For you, cross watcher, I see your friends saying like, you better hold on to that. And you feel like, yeah, I know. Let me see. How does the Pisces feel about you? They're excited. They're excited to get to know you. They're excited to see what makes you angry, what makes you happy. You're going to find them charming. I just see you guys doing a lot of fun things. Like that's the biggest thing. This could be you're building towards a relationship, or some of you guys could be helping each other. You know, it could be a situation you both are finding love again, and you both deserve love. And that's what Spirit really wants you both to know. You both deserve love. You know, you both been fighting the same type of fight. And it may not be the exact person that you guys expected, but you guys have so much fun together. You guys make each other smile. The Pisces is just happy to be with you, you know. They may fight it at times. They may fight it. But they may also feel like true love is so hard to find, you know, and you may feel the same exact way. But I see you loving to make this Pisces happy. Like that's the biggest thing. Like I see you sitting back and just watching them like have fun. And it's like, wow, it fascinates you to put a smile on their face. And I feel like that combination, you guys have a really good combination. when it comes to this connection. So I see a lot of love. I see a lot of affection. I see a lot of fun. Like you guys may go to an arcade or you might go to a carnival. And you both are just trying. It could be new restaurants or just new things that you guys never ever tried before. So they're just going to be happy to have you and you're going to be happy to have them as well. So let's see. Like I just see heavy admiration from you, cross watcher. Yeah. Investing. You guys are going to be investing in each other. Two of Cups. Some of you too, a staycation. You may take a local trip and have the time of your life. Knight of Cups. This might be the happiest you've been in a long time. Lots of communication, honesty. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. So this is like you guys investing. It could make you afraid when it comes to the Ten of Wands and waiting. Like you're investing in this connection. You're waiting to see like what happens between you two. You know, this is like a Two of Cups. So you guys are equally in love and establishing businesses or whatever you guys got going on. You guys could be helping each other, investing each other, watching each other grow, and thrill seeking. That's the word. Thrill seeking. All right. So this Pisces adores you. They love your mind. You guys can have deep conversations. And at times they have to downplay how they feel to protect themselves. And what else when it comes to this connection? They love your voice. All right. And they think you will make a good parent or you are a good parent. And cross watcher, spirit is saying you need to protect yourself more, like your energy. You need to check in with yourself. I don't know, like it could even be like with your sugar. Certain things you're not supposed to eat or you're not supposed to have. Some of you can struggle with high blood pressure. Okay, so with the Pisces, what's going to be going on with them when you meet this Pisces or when you're with them? And they're really big on how you speak to them. But I just see victory and success, like somebody who's excited. Like they like the way that their world is taking shape. This could be somebody who had goals and they're starting to see their goals unfold. Like powerful. They could be in a season where they feel more powerful. Emotional lost. Let me see. What does that have to do with? At times they might feel disconnected when you're at a distance. They may feel like, what's up with you? They could be mentally conflicted at times when you are distant. They can feel bored without you. And then they feel passionate when they get to see you again, you know? But focusing on their success, which makes them really, really happy. What about for you? You could be inviting them over. Let me see. What about you, cross-watcher? What are you going through? If you have a fear of your time being wasted, it won't. See, you could be mentally conflicted. You really do like them. And you feel a lot of peace and harmony and love with them. You're at a place in your life where you're really balanced. You're really feeling at peace. And you're going to be so happy where your money is financially. You know, you have enough strength to carry yourself and this connection, you know. So let's see the outcome. The beginning of June. Nurturing. You guys can be going out or you can be having a picnic. You could be getting readings on this Pisces and trusting the process. The second week, it shows healing and opportunity for you guys to find balance in this connection. I see you guys holding hands. You could be spending more time together. The third week, reaching out. You guys can be connecting to do something fun together. You could be also taking your connection to the next level with well-deserved reward and going with the flow. You know, at times you may reconsider, like, if you guys get into an argument, you guys may have an argument that might pull you two apart, and then you guys come back together. You can also be helping this Pisces move, or just move certain things around in their house, all right? So that's what I have for you all. I send you all love and light.